Hello. Okay, so US session 26th of August 2024. Markets will open in about a minute and a half. And it's business as usual. So we're going to try and trade it the exact same way. I'm going to have a look and see what the ranges are like today. And yeah, same old. So this morning we just had two positions on the DAX. The FTSE was obviously closed because it was a banking holiday in the UK, so we only traded the DAX. And we had one break even and one 16-point trade. So the break even was taken on the aggressive side and the 16 was on the traditional side. So we'll see how we go. 25 seconds. Alright, so there's market open. Let's get on the 5-minute chart here. Let's see what this first bar does here on the FTSE. If it gets down to about 645, 640. I don't know if it will, that's quite a ways off, so got no news today. Let's have a look where we are on the daily. Right, so Thursday, quite a negative bar. Followed by a bullish bar on a Friday. I wonder if we'll see a continued push down today. It'd be interesting. Okay. $7.42. Where is that on the half an hour? That's this candle here. And on the hourly, wouldn't be a bad place to short, just above 742. Although looking at the hourly, we're quite strong. We've got these nice two bearish bars. It doesn't really matter because it doesn't look like we're going to get up there at this point. So fairly strong showing in the Dow off the open, and now a big correction. Nearly 100-point opening range. Okay. So looking fairly positive in the Dow. Let's see if we get continuation here out of that first positive bar. Nothing done yet. Yeah, so quite a positive showing in the Dow. Just almost I was going to say it seems to be translating into the NASDAQ as well. However, the NASDAQ can have a mind of its own. So we got another 11 minutes or so before the first signals. That'll be aggressive. With this positivity in the Dow, I'd like to look to get long. I'll see what kind of pullback we have on the next few bars. I might want to buy the prior bars low. Let's just see how this candle finishes out. Like to see on the 10-minute it close relatively close to its high. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's see what follow through we get on the 10-minute. Bit of a big wick on the 5-minute. To look at a prior bar low long position. And on the NASDAQ it's sitting in a bit of a range at the moment. So see how this candle finishes out, and then I'll look for a prior bar low long position. And perhaps something underneath 642 if we get down there. Could also be 628. So we just got to keep an eye. Could also be 515. Let's wait and see. Okay, so not looking too bad on the Dow from a pullback point of view. We've got another 6 minutes or so before we get a signal bar. There's a good push. Let's see if we can get down to these 42s. If we cannot look to be a buyer below 642. Yeah, so that's quite strong. Quite strong in the Dow. I don't think we'll get our chance here. Well, I never say never, it's just these wicks are quite big. Alright, so here's our setup bar. This is going to tell us which way we're going to go. At this point in time, it's looking quite strong. NASDAQ the opposite. I'd consider this low here to be a little bit more important than this one, just because this was after hours trading. So 628 is where I'd be looking. See if we'll get down there. Right now it's getting stuck on these most previous lows. Most recent. Most previous. Not all that exciting right now, except for the Dow. Dow's looking strong. Let's see how long we can carry on for. So the Dow on the daily is, yeah, it's come right up to these previous highs here. So that's last month's high. So the question is, can we get beyond those highs? The answer, I don't know. Have no idea. All I do know is that this is turning into a relatively large ranged signal bar. 37 points on the Dow and about the same on the NASDAQ. So let's see which lows we're going to test here. Alright, so here comes our signals. Set up on both sides. Okay, so we're short on the NAS and we are already long on the Dow. That was quick. So we break even on the Dow already. Maybe taken out for break even there. I just want to see what's going on in the NAS. I intend to get on both sides there. I wanted to actually buy the NAS here, not sell it short. And we stopped out for break even here, it seems. Yeah, break even there. Okay. I'm gonna buy the Dow again here. As if we didn't really get a fair chance there. Yeah, so NASDAQ I actually wanted to buy at this point. But we set up the trade. So and now we're seeing a bit of a pullback in the Dow as well. So let's see what we can get here. Yeah, so not ideal in the NASDAQ. That's actually where I wanted to buy it. Darn, I think I might actually just pull the plug on the NAS. Don't think these are going to go our way today. Yeah, I should have gone opposite there. I did the opposite of what I wanted to do. And yeah. Now the Dow seems to be dropping a bit. Alright, so we've gotten ourselves into a bit of a precarious position here. And I can get rid of that. Yeah, so think we're going to get in trouble here slightly. But we are going to flip the switch if we need to. The traditional school run will set up quite soon. So that was quite a strong showing in the DOW. Now we've pulled back quite a lot. Looks like we're going to get stopped out here for a shit ton of points. Gonna close it. Okay, so that was quite a big loss. That was 46 points. Not ideal. We've still got the school run. Let's see if we can make a bit of it back in the NAS here. Oopsie daisy. Not a good start. Let's see if we're going to get taken long again in the DOW. But we would have gotten quite close to our break even there on this candle, so this is what it is. Thought it was time to cut it. Still got another setup to go, so we will see. The risk is quite substantial. I'm wondering if we're not getting ourselves into a little bit of a range here now. Well, let's see if we get a further push here. So we're getting hung up on these lows here, where I wanted to buy originally. And now we're pushing up. So that's the thing about the NASDAQ, is it's quite volatile. It moves very quickly. So right, so that's put us down on the day. These are half points, so about 30 points down. And I wonder here if we're just going to get messed around on this DOW. See if it gets below these lows, it's taking us short, and that's sort of where I'd like to be short if I was looking at that direction. So let's see. Still got 2 minutes before the traditional sets up. So perhaps I should have taken that first break-even trade in the Dow as a sign and not been hasty to get back into that aggressive school run, but I saw strength in the Dow and I was hoping to capitalize on that. Let's see here. The traditional school run will come in a little bit higher. I'd say probably around 401, 402, thereabout in the Dow. Around 32, 33, 32 in the NASDAQ. Let's see. Got 11 seconds before that. Alright, so there's the school run. Same on the short side and slightly higher on the high side. I'm going to take the school run as opposed to the aggressive on the Dow. Simply because I don't want to be taken into the aggressive while it's playing around in this kind of area, which might result in a bit of a range. So if I get in now, it's because I want to see a good momentum push to the upside, not just a bit of a ranging market. And in the NAS, so there is the normal school run. Getting a nice little push now in the NAS. So that's the question now. Do you add on the school run side? Or do we just, I suppose, I wouldn't mind adding. Okay, so we're going to be risk-free now in the NAS. We were 18 points. Let's see what kind of movement we can get out of it. So I've just moved the stop loss off of break even. I want to see if it's how much movement it's going to give here, because I mean I don't want to be taken out for break even before it drops, which is what it would have nearly done to us already. I want to give this a little bit of room to move. I see a bit of weakness here in the NAS today. Let's see what we can get out of it. So we've decreased our risk from 40 to 30. The Dow, we're not quite there yet. So we've pulled all the way back up in the NAS. I wonder if that isn't, that's pretty much right where I said I wanted it to be long in the beginning. But this is our main strategy, we have to kind of stick with it. Nothing going on in the Dow just yet. We have set up on both sides, but we'll see which way we get taken. Come on, Naz, I want to see a decent push out of you. I mean, we were pretty good there at... We had about 25 odd points. That's where we are on the 15 minutes, so... I may expect to see a little bit of a retracement here, to be honest. Sure, but that may come soon. Because that is not exactly a convincingly bullish candle. Bearish candle, excuse me. If there was going to be continuation, I would have liked to have seen price stick around near its lows, but this looks like it's going to go the other way. Damn it, we should have gotten out when we could. Let's see if we get a push back down. Maybe another retest. Come on, Naz. Give us something. There we go. No, pushed straight back up. Yeah, so that's not the most bearish of convincing bearish moves I've ever seen. We try and push down and we just get kicked straight back up by the buyers. So I'd like to see something a little bit more convincing. There's a bit of a better push. I think if we get back down to these lows, I'm going to look to close. Just because it seems we're getting hung up on this previous structure here. And it's not looking like a very strong follow through to the downside. Dow is just stagnating. So I mean, yeah, there's that volatility in the NAS. You see how quickly it can move. But the sellers are still there. The sellers are still there. Taking profit, yeah. And now it pushes. I swear. Oh, goodness. Okay, so a little bit back up. On the day. Nothing serious. So we're still down about 9 points. Oh, there's a huge push. Oh my goodness. So we got out just at the wrong time. Heavens above. I mean, could you time that any worse? Whew. Look at that. That's what we missed. Oh my gosh, look now. I don't even want to watch it. Oh my word. Yeah. Oh, it's frustrating. Let that be a lesson. Alright, let's see what we can get out of the DOW. Looks like we're going to be taken long. My goodness, look at that. Man, that is so frustrating. So, we missed out on an additional 50 points. Good grief. And that was in the matter of seconds after we had closed that trade. That to me is worse than losing. I'll lose sleep over that tonight. And it's still going. Oh my word. As for the DOW, it's still stuck in the middle. At a nice strong open, and now we seem to be stuck. Oh, good grief, that hurts. That hurts so much. Okay, where are you going, DOW? Looks like we'll go here. No, still not. Still doesn't want to go. So a little bit of a hang up here. I'm gonna watch this back, and I'm gonna kick myself, really. Right, so we would right around our original entry. That lost us all those points. Okay, well that's past, that's done, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's just see what the DOW can do for us. And that's a sensational breakdown out of the NASDAQ. And not much going on in the DOW. It's maybe not like the last ditch attempt by the buyers to get above these highs. Well, not last ditch attempt, but I suppose kind of first. Yeah, I think the Dow's on the way down to, what's that, Friday's open. No, not Friday's open. Friday's open was around here. So that would be Thursday's close. Yeah. Right, come on Dow, choose a direction here. There's a bit of a laugh. Are we going long? Looks like it. Oh. Okay, so we're long on the Dow, almost. Okay, so we're long on the Dow. Hopefully not the same as before. Now which is which here? Technically have 74 points of risk. That's a lot. And we're just pulling straight back. Yeah, so that's the Dow at the moment, is killing us. Absolutely killing us. It's done exactly what it did the last time. Well, let's see, maybe we get a push for new highs. Very much like us too. Ay ay ay. Dow, seriously? Every time. That was a stunning move. Alright, so we're getting hurt by the Dow again. When you look at it like that, It almost looks as if it does want to come back down to the open. Oh, don't like it when it's doing this. I like to see a clear-cut direction. And this is a bit rangy for my liking. I'm going to look to flip the switch on the Dow if it does get down there. But then we need to see a pretty substantial move out of it. So yeah, technically 78 points of risk. That's as yeah, $40. As near as makes no difference. Bit of a rebound here out of the NASDAQ. But let's just watch the Dow eat our soul. Considering cutting it. Now it's getting very expensive. I think we're gonna see the Dow move to the downside here. So they seem to be working in opposites, as there's a bit of strength in the NASDAQ, there's weakness in the Dow, and vice versa. But this is not looking great for us. So we need to make a decision very soon. And the decision is, do we let it run the full risk, or do we close it now? So, I mean, it's still kind of playing in the range. It could go back up. 4 minutes left of this candle. I'd like to see where it closes. That's going to tell me quite a bit. Close above 593. I'd look to be a buyer of the NAS. Yeah, so there's definitely an inverse reaction happening here between the NAS and the DOW. We see weakness in the NAS and then we see strength in the DOW. I don't know how what that's doing to the DAX. Interesting. Okay, less pain now, but that can change very quickly. I'd like to see a good positive close out of this candle. Okay. That's a pretty decent positive close out of that candle. Let's see, Don't know if we get follow through on the next. I'd say buyers would like that. But so far, no. The sellers have stepped straight in. Okay, is that a case of sellers being above those previous highs? Let's see. Let's see if we can get a nice move now. Go. Oh, that was such a nice little move, and now we've pulled back. Go on then, Dow. Have it, my son. No. When there's volatility like this, and these US markets, I'm closing. Nope, don't like that. It's gonna run now, but nope, my heart can't take that. We're still down. We're still pretty much down on the day from where we were this morning. Well, I mean, we're up on the day, but down from the morning session. No, Allah. No, we are. Yes, yeah, we are. Not by much, but still. You see how quickly that pulled back again. Yeah, I don't like it when it's volatile like that. My God, Nasdaq. Yeah, we're going here, boys and girls. Good heavens above. We've still got the brunch break bar that we can look at. I may want to buy this. I shouldn't even be thinking about buying anything right now on the NAS. But yeah. I mean, that's where we closed our position, and look how much further it ran. Yeah, I'm definitely going to lose sleep over that. Excuse me. That's like it's 140 points. Oh, goodness gracious. Where did we get out on this? We got out at 626. 626 is there. So that's 130 points we've pretty much left on the table. Okay. Interesting. And it's still going. I would imagine there are going to be a few buyers in this area. So maybe for a scalp. Maybe. Dow wants to go, it's just not ready yet. Okay, so we're still down on the day. No, we're not. We're not. We are up 10 on the day. We're just down from previous session. I'll be honest with you, I would look to actually sell the Dow if it gets below here. Unless we get an absolute pounder of a rally here. Okay, so let's watch what happens at this level. We're pretty much just blasting straight past it, aren't we? I would imagine that there's some buyers at this level here. There's a bit of a pullback, but not much. Mm-hmm. See? Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So absolute pain. Oh, now she's straight back up again. Ah. Oh, there's quite a nice bounce off of that level. So sorry, I was just taking a picture of that to remind myself. Well, now this should be interesting. Let's see if we get taken to the short side here. See, now the question that I have, is this just going to, is this just ranging? I mean, overall I would have said this was quite a strong market. That looks pretty strong. And I'd look to bar this just under prior bar low. Just going to mute the mic here for a couple of minutes. inhaling dinner quickly. Okay, so short would have been a good idea. Excuse me. Oh well. We've got another setup on its way. 20 minutes time. Oh, heavens above. Look at that. It's another 30 points that I've missed. Gosh darn it. This is turning into a very frustrating session. As for the sheer amount of points I've left on the table for no good reason. Goodness gracious. That's annoying. Okay, so this is the setup bar for brunch break. Hmm. Okay, so still 11 minutes to wait. Boring. Earphones are making my ears itchy. Oh, good God. No, that's just now making the range larger. It's still 7 minutes to wait, and 7 minutes can be a lot of movement. Hopefully the range doesn't get too much bigger than what it is already. Otherwise I'm not even going to bother. Prior bar high sell position there, but it's already gone. I looked at it, but yeah. Right, so we're back down to the open. Almost. Yeah, so if we can get under that, I'd say it's short. Maybe back down to, where's Friday's open? Friday's open. But again, it probably won't be a straight shoot down, unlike others of us. that's just a big old range now. Heavens above. 66 points. It was doing so well, and now it's just had to go and make such a big range. Well, brunch break will be setting up in about 3.5 minutes. Okay, 50 seconds. Let's see what we get. Guess we pretty much just touched the open. Don't know if I'm happy with a short here. Looks like it's going to be the way. How much? 70 points. Yeah, looks like it's going to be short. Okay. Well, that's that, because that was the brunch break short. Well, brunch break bar that was supposed to be short, and I didn't do anything. Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be it for a day. I am losing concentration now. Too busy focusing on the wrong instrument. So yeah, no official signal came through, but that's what it would have been. And that's run away now, so absolutely horrendous session. I'm really not happy with myself, especially with the first trade of the day and it running an additional 140 points. Oh, excuse me. That was disgusting on my part. But is what it is. So tomorrow the FTSE will be open again. Obviously as well as the DAX, so we'll attack the EU session. Hopefully with a bit more of a clear mind. Yeah, so that's gonna... Anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'll be back tomorrow for the EU session. So, okay. Thanks very much. Have a good evening.